Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time we cleared out the apothecary's basement, but just before we did that, we came through this village and we got spotted, but using our illithid powers and the fact that we are a drow, we convinced everyone that everything was basically fine and that we could be left to our own devices. And up here, there is a large group of goblins and wargs torturing a deep gnome on a windmill. So let's see if our drowness might be able to help us resolve this problem.
What have we got here? Oh, stop this thing!
The goblin seems unsure whether to bow to you or attack.
What do you want? What do you need?
Well, let's not go with the attacking. This prisoner is mine now.
You want to take that little pipsqueak? But we're supposed to take him hostage! But you know that, of course. Don't ya? You are blessed, ain't ya? A true soul?
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Well, in that case then, let's just say nothing and stare down, because all of our charisma checks stats are the same. So we're just not going to say anything. And we can stand stoically on a check of a 4, surely. Yeah.
Pardon, madam. I didn't mean to doubt you. I know my place. Well, that's that. We'll be on our way. Do as you like with the pipsqueak.
The goblins slink backwards, afraid to take their eyes off you.
Yep, just get lost.
Come on, you lot. Hop it! Before she changes her mind. All right, then.
That went surprisingly well, I would say. You guys can sod off, yeah. Which way do they go? Oh, they just despawn nearly immediately. Alright. Let's save this guy from his windmill fate. If we hop just round back here, there are 2 levers. One is the brake. You pop that on, the windmill will crawl to a halt. And I guess we got very lucky in the roulette wheel of braking, because the gnome stops right at the bottom. But while we're here, let's see what supplies are upstairs. Got some generic goblin weapons.
Come on, untie me.
And ribs, rum, grease bottles. That's good for me. I wonder if you throw rum at a lit fire if it goes up in flames. Alright, down the ladder, and here we have our deep gnome friend. Hello.
Me down. Cut me loose.
Sleight of hand succeeds. What's in it for us?
Free me and find out.
Alright.
Ugh. Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
I freed you. Give me something.
Was that all? Well, I expected worse from the likes of you. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins...
There you go. Off with you, sir. Right. Let's gather up what we can from around here. Some mutton for dinner will be lovely. And then down here, wooden hatch takes us down to where that backpack can be found. Now it has smoke powder satchel in it, I have no idea if you can light that as an explosive, if you were to, say, shoot it with a flaming arrow or throw it into an open fire. It's a total mystery to me. I have seen, at one point, I think somewhere in the Underdark, perhaps, I came into the possession of a bomb that did 3d6 fire damage. So maybe with the right recipe or something, we could make a bomb. But we're just going to have some rum here. And once that wears off, we now have to decide what to do next. I think first things first, short rest. Get those 7 HP that we're missing back. And there are goblins left around and about in this village. The question is, do we think we could take them all out? If we get up into the high ground... There's 2 on this rooftop. I think there's a couple on that rooftop that aren't quite rendered in from here. But they're not very strong, and our archery is very good. So we've got 7 HP there, 13 HP there. Now, if we Hunter's Mark, it will certainly roll initiative because it's not a quiet spell. Or we can just Horde Breaker and attack them both immediately. So let's see how that goes. 1 dead. And we just seem to have lost some popularity for that. But they don't want to fight back, which is very interesting. So could we play the same trick twice? How much XP did we get for that kill? 10. So not heaps. Considering we need another 1200. It's going to be a lot of goblin killing in order to get that far through. There are, of course, in this building, 3 ogres, which is going to be a much tougher fight, but much more XP to be gained if you get away with it. Let's just see if we can't kill this guy promptly. Okay, that is a fight with at least 4 goblins. They're surprised, so we get 1 free action on this guy. And with Hunter's Mark, this could be an instant kill. Or a critical miss. You know, that's totally valid. Let's hide down the side of the roof. There's 1 in there with a bow. This one's going to come closer and whiff with some kind of spell. Ray of Sickness. And these guys are having to make the long walk along because they obviously can't attack us from the opposing roof. So we might be able to make this work for 40 more XP. There are even more goblins at the back of the house opposite us. But I don't think they're going to be causing us any issues. 8 is a bit of a disappointment. We rolled a 3 on our 1d8. Wait, it said we did 3 damage to him, right? No, 8. We rolled, yeah, that's me being dumb. Alright. Make sure we're facing them. Hopefully we can maintain concentration on this spell for a while, otherwise we're going to have bigger issues. And there goes our concentration on that spell. So it's just us and our bow for the remainder of this. No extra 1d6s allowed. But fortunately we do have a very good location to be taking advantage of our high archery skill. So, is this one going to move? Or is it just going to stay there? Because I'm fine with that if it means other things are going to come to advantageous positions for us to shoot them. That's fine by me. Like, right now. If we get to right here, can we see those two guys? Because if we can Horde Breaker them. We absolutely can. One down, Horde Breaker, attack the other. And with 4 HP left, they're going to have to climb up a bit, although we've got no movement speed left now, so we can't hide back behind the roof line. Still, they're spending their time climbing. Excellent. Now, just the one inside, which is going to be a tougher target for sure. Maybe we can shoot through this bit of roof here. Or this hole in the roof, rather than a piece of the roof. Do we have line of sight? Absolutely do. Right, that went swimmingly. Let's see if they have any stuff that we would like. More bows that we don't need. Definitely going to need to go sell off some of this equipment soon, I'm sure. How's our inventory weight doing? Oh yeah, we are nearly capped out. But the rest of them are down on the ground, so let's hop down safely on this side, please. No big, giant jumping. I said no, you could have come down this bit of low roof here. Never mind. 2 fire arrows is excellent, though. I'll take the gold as well. And then it's going to be inside here, which is going to be a long walk, isn't it? I guess there's a door. That's going to make things a little easier. For another goblin tracker. 3 more gold. We'll leave the boat. And then through here is... Oh, old key. Through here is the workshop / forge that have some plans for Susabark weapons in. I wonder if this key lets us in through the front door rather than having to burn our way through. Absolutely does. So, down here, not the most ideal time to be here because we have no carry weight for all the stuff that we can find. But still, regardless, we can have a quick poke around. So there's a wooden chest here and a locked wooden chest up top. We'll try the locked one first. Excellent. So that has the steel forged sword, +1 short sword. But we are currently using, in that slot, a 1d8 piercing rapier. Now, much like how we discussed with the light crossbow +1, a light crossbow +1 can roll the numbers 1 through 8 and then always add 1 to that number. Whereas a heavy crossbow can roll the numbers 1 through 10. So, whilst with a light crossbow your maximum damage is 9 rather than the maximum damage of 10 with a heavy crossbow, on average, the average number that you're going to roll is going to be higher, I think. All the same, because the average on 1 through 10 is 5.5, and the average from 2 through 9 mathematically must be 5.5. But the big difference is not just the damage roll of 1d8 piercing, 1d8 +1 piercing, but also +1 to the attack roll that you make. So our ranged attack at the moment is +8, so we're far more likely to hit with an attack. So with this rapier here, if we unequip that, our melee attack goes to +2 because we're not proficient with unarmed strikes. But if we compare +5 with 1d8 +3 to +6 and 1d6 +4, I think we're better off holding the Steel Forged Sword for our melee attacks. So we will equip that. That's very nice. Anything over here? No, apparently not. Oh, apparently so. But we do not have the weight capacity to be holding this. And then a smoke powder barrel, which I'm sure will be very useful for stuff that we want to explode later. And then this chest here, set to blow. We've got some plans and some gold. So the plans, if we read them, talk about making a strange blade using Sousa bark.
Weapon blueprints that use Sousa bark. Huh. Rare find.
And our skill check says we do not know where to find Sousa bark, but me, the player, as opposed to me, the hero, knows that it's all the way down in the Underdark that you'll find something like that. So there's a bunch more weaponry around here, but as ever, we don't have the weight capacity to be holding onto it.
Hiding in plain sight.
But there is a slightly broken wall here. Unfortunately, with a piercing weapon, we are unable to make an impact. I know bludgeoning is our best bet, and we have a mace, so let's just crack through this wall. Make sure we, of course, go back and re-equip our preferred weapon. Where'd it go? There it is. And this gives us entry down into the spider's lair, where I think it was campaign 2
These webs are everywhere.
was lost. So we're not going to do that right now because we have not full health and... well, full health now, but no spell slots. But that is a quest for another day. And I think with our archery, we should have a good chance at doing well down there. So lots of stuff here that we can't utilize, but we found the blueprints. We know the route out of here for the following quests. I will pick up water. Always grateful to have that. And now we have too much stuff. What can we get rid of? We don't need this many longbows. So I think right now, as we are, we need another long rest, which is pretty frequent as long rests go. So rather than doing that immediately, I'm going to make the long walk back to the Druid's Grove to sell off a bunch of this weight that we're carrying around. So I will jump cut you back there. And as I say that, there are a bunch of people here standing over these corpses. Every other time I can remember coming and doing this conversation, I've come in across the bridge and these people haven't been here. So let's see what this is about and hope these people are friendly.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove. Sucker punching strangers. That's your bit, right?
Oh, God. I have somewhere else to be.
You and me both. Gonna find the wizard who gave us the contract that got my people killed. Left out all the important bits, like beware, treasures beneath a pile of goblins.
What job was that?
The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round it. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Well, I might go find that myself then.
If you think you can do better. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks, I'll take that.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting.
Well, that is another way to find out about that particular quest. I'll take the gold and the drawing. Anything else that we can actually carry here? Gold, sure. Potions, gold, don't need daggers. Tools, I'll happily take. And scrolls. Alright. Well, that was an unexpected detour. As ever, we are overweight. Get rid of a mace. We've got something that weighs like 5 that we don't need. Sort by weight. Do it that way. We need all the food. We'll get rid of a goblin scimitar. And we'll get rid of a ritual staff. Alright, 198 in weight. Well, with that behind us, we now know about the Night Song, which is far earlier than I'd ever learned about it before, thanks to punching somebody in the head, I guess. So I'm going to go back and sell a bunch of the stuff we don't need, and then after that, who knows where we'll end up. But thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.